China reported more than 5,000 new cases, bringing the total in China to nearly 64,000 cases. This includes 120 more deaths. Death toll is now greater than 14,000 people in China. Apple is going to be reopening, or has reopened, its 5 Beijing stores. Reuters reports that in a recent poll of 40 economists from around the world, that first quarter annualized economic growth in China is expected to drop from 6% to 4.5% during the first quarter. They're expecting it to recover in the second quarter to a median level of about 5.7%. Overall, for the entire year, this would drag down the full year growth rate for 2020 to 5.5% for 2020. And that's down from, expected to be down from 6.1% from 2019. And that's assuming that all of the numbers that China is reporting is accurate. And also, if those numbers are accurate and if the economists are correct, what this is saying is that they're not expecting the virus to continue to spread. Investors may bet that the impact of the outbreak will be short-lived, which is why we're trading at all-time highs. I mean, even after the close last night, E-mini S&P futures tagged new all-time highs and has pulled back slightly. We're trading very near those levels right now. As you can see, this is a 5-minute chart. This was the open yesterday right here. This is the level that we traded up to. We pulled back and continued back up to tag some new all-time highs, and we've created a couple minor levels. These dotted levels are smaller, less important levels than the higher time frame solid lines. So back to the recap of what happened overnight. Really, China's central bank has already been pumping liquidity into the economy, and investors may be confident that if, worst case scenario, the Chinese central bank is going to step in and continue to pump liquidity into the market. The expectation is that the Fed is going to do anything it takes to continue the rally. So we'll see what happens there. So one thing to consider, though, is that if these factors are going to be supporting traders buying the dip, we haven't had too much of a dip yet. Honestly, we pulled back. Let me go to a daily. This is a daily showing the last pullback was at the end of last month. We've moved back up without too much of a pullback since. This was when the fears first hit, and we really didn't know too much. And since, we've actually just been rallying. This pullback here from February 6th to February 10th was the closest that we had to a pullback. Taking a look at the hourly, these were the former highs that were set. That high was actually set at 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern. So this high right here, I'm just going to move my mouse out of the way. That high right there was tested on this candle. And on subsequent candles, we weren't really able to close above it. We might have closed slightly above it here. Closed at 33.85. The high was 33.84 and 3/4. Aside from that, we have this swing low here at 33.78 and 1/4. This one here at 33.71 and 1/4. I have those dotted just because they're not as significant, but they're still worth noting. Major support is still down here at the 33.50 level. So these are the major levels that we're looking at. Taking a look at a closer look at the overnight price action here. So this was the close. We pulled back, tagged new all-time highs, and have put in a low here and have just been consolidating. So we'll see what happens. We have retail sales coming up soon. So I'm going to pause this and check back in when that comes out. Retail sales came out right in line. Import prices improved slightly, but that's not as important of a piece of data. Later this morning, we'll have capacity utilization and industrial production. We'll have the preliminary read on consumer sentiment. So there's a little bit of minor event risk, but it's going to be overshadowed by the WHO talking about, the coronavirus. And we're going to have, I would imagine, the catalysts today are going to be non-scheduled event risk. So let's take one more look at price action. We've sold off since the data has come out. Looks like we're going to be testing these lows. So as for trade today, Resistance overhead is this level here, 33.88.5. We've got a minor level of support here at 33.78.25, and also down here at 33.71.25. It is an uptrend, so those levels may hold, they may not. We'll see, and we will check back after the market closes.